Okay, so we'll finish this off by converting it from a slideshow now into being able to traverse the array, right? Use a loop to go through the array in order to generate a gallery. And like I said before, there's only 6 images here, so it wouldn't be that much work just to make a gallery with 6 images, but imagine that we had more images here, and hey, JavaScript could help us, that instead of having to write out all this HTML, I can loop through my array of file names and then just display those to the screen. Okay, so we're going to change this now to the gallery mode. So I don't need these event listeners anymore. Actually, let's even just get rid of the buttons here we don't need. And let's start with this being empty. Oops, cut it. We can keep the div image container, right? That'll just be the div where we put our wonderful things into. Maybe the images will make them smaller, maybe 250 by 250. And this div, let's make it a little bigger maybe. The body has a width of 900. Well, let's make this have a width of 700 maybe. See what that looks like. Oh, okay, well, we got some errors there, but this is going to be where my gallery will go. Sure, that looks fine. Okay. Where do I gotta go? I gotta go into here now, and I'm gonna keep this stuff, but I don't need the image index. I don't need the listeners and the random. Let's get rid of all that. So here's my, again, just my important array with all the file names. And I'm going to create image gallery now. So what do I want to do? I am going to start by image container element is assigned document.get element by ID, image, I forgot what I typed it, image dash container, beautiful. Okay, so I just want to have a reference to that. So image container element is that. And now what I want to do is, in order to add things, so I could just go image container element dot inner HTML. I think we did this in the simulators, the idea of a plus equals. Right, so plus equals says take what's currently in the HTML and add to it. Right, and what I want to add to it is an image tag where the source is equal to quotation, end bracket, end angle bracket, and what goes inside of here. Actually, I might as well go images slash, and then what I want is to insert the file name here, right? So I want to add an image element where the source is equal to images slash and then the file name from my variable here. So I would start with image pas at position 0, right? So if I save that, we should now, hey, there's Po, awesome. And I can now Control C, Control V, do that a couple times, and change this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And ta-da! It created this gallery. Okay? Where apparently only 2 will fit on a line. Whatever. We can adjust that by doing our style sheet, right? Maybe I should have made that 900. And we can give the images 250 by 250, but maybe they could have a little bit of margin of 20 pixels on either side. Spread them out a bit more. Cool. So it just keeps adding them, and then when there's not enough space, it'll go to the next row. And if we had more images, actually I could just duplicate this, main.js. Ooh, where am I going? If I take all of this and just repeat it again, it just would keep going. Okay, cool. Undo though. All right, now again, remember, this isn't that much code, but imagine we had more files here. Man, couldn't I do this more efficiently? I'm repeating the same thing. So what I'm going to suggest is we use that loop. This amazing loop that starts at 0 and goes up to, well, here's 7, but usually the length of the array. Start at 0, go up to the length of the array, and increase by 1. That's going to get to every value, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Okay, so I'm going to go 4, let I for index, I is less than image pas.length I++. And that will essentially generate all of these numbers, 0 to 5. Okay, so I'm going to copy this line And all I need to change here is I, and then I can get rid of all of these. Okay, so just loops, add image 0, add image 1, add image 2, add image 3, image 4, image 5, and then it'll hit the length of the array, so it'll stop. And we should have, ta-da, the same effect. Okay, and if I decided to add another image here, no problem, I'm just going to repeat po again. Right? You get po again. And it's centered because I have text-align center on this. Okay, cool. And why did that automatically happen? Because I'm using the length, right? So I can simply add more images here, tigress.png, and whatever the size is, it'll add that many elements. Okay, so hopefully this example was a good lesson on how to apply creating the array, right, of the file names, accessing the elements with the square brackets in the index, looping through the array in order to access all the elements in the array, and the length of the array, how that's useful. Okay, Kung Fu Panda, good times. There's my gallery. All right, hope that made sense. Take care and see you in the next video.